Welcome to Freaky Fast Broadcasting. We're here at the World Center Racing Daytona, but we're taking it back to the past. 1987 racing here with the 1987 NASCAR Cup Series car here at the Stars and Stripes League. But it's a special event here on a Friday night as we go special racing for some money here for the Firecracker 300 here at the Stars and Stripes League. I am Zach Hall. Joined alongside me tonight will be our producer and my co-commentator tonight, Robert Moyer Jr. We're going to be in for one tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, they're lining up on the grid as we speak, so we might as well head on over to our qualifying results so you can see where your favorite drivers ended up starting here tonight. Starting from that pole position, Scott Rickard will be in the 05 machine. Second alongside him is going to be Ross Tatum. Third position is going to go to Kyle McCoy. Fourth is going to be Ryan Lynch. Fifth position going to go to Christopher Wade. Sixth is going to be Andrew Medlin. Seventh position is going to be Kyle Bolden to 44. Eighth is going to be Chris Essery. Ninth is going to be Adam Sidlow. And rounding out that top 10 is going to be Brian Chu in the 10th position. And in the 11th position here, we're going to have Brian Burchett. 12th is going to be Doug Pierce. 13th is going to go to Cameron Sartin there. 13th is going to go to Douglas Hooper. Sorry about that, guys. 14th is going to go to Cameron Sartin. 15th is going to go to John Dart. 16th is going to be Derek Offerman. 17th, Randy Cornwell, as he sometimes may be the race control. We'll have to see tonight here if you start from the grid. But 18th is Travis Start. 19th is going to go to Nate Lynch. 20th is Dylan Glass. 21st, Patrick Hasty. 22nd, Brian Lynch. 23rd, Mike Lynch. And rounding out your field here tonight is DJ Sallenberger in the 24th position. 24 cars here, ready to do battle. And I tell you what, it's going to be fun to watch one fast repair for these drivers, and they're probably going to need it here at this tough Daytona road track here. As now Robert joins me up here in the booth. It's going to be wild here, Robert, tonight. First time I believe we've ever called 1987 action here in the booth. It's going to be a fun time, I think.
Oh, I agree, Zach. Welcome, everybody, here to the Firecracker 300 for Stars and Stripes, like Zach said. And, yes, this is the first time we ever called a 1987 car throwback into the 80s. Some beautiful schemes that we got going on here. So hopefully everybody enjoys tonight's content and the commentating here tonight. And bear with us. We might see some tires flying.
We definitely could see those tires flying. This damaged model, it's known to produce definitely some dramatic scenes on the racetrack as parts and pieces will fly everywhere, and it's one of the great things that iRacing has definitely brought to us, and got to commend Dale Jr. even for that, for making this car such a big priority on the list here at iRacing. But can't forget, tonight's race is also brought to you by Sharp Apparel, here the league sponsor at Stars and Stripes, this special event. And remember, each one of these drivers, $10 to enter here tonight. They're going to have payouts, though. First place is going to be $100. Second's going to be $50, and third place is going to come home with $30 in their hands. So going to be some great battles here tonight for some money and some great shows here for us at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Thank you all for tuning in. We're going to go green flag racing here, Robert. Man, before we get ready to see the green flag, I mean, what can we expect, do you think?
I wish I could answer that question for you, Zach. Be honest with you. I don't know nothing about 1987 cars. I do believe we're going to see some high-flying, action-packed racing, beating and banging, bumping and hitting, and it's going to be very interesting as that pace car ducks in, ladies and gentlemen, and the green flag is out for the Firecracker 300 from Stars and Stripes.
Great start there, 2x2 as they cross the line with Barney waving the green flag. Heading down to turn number 1. It's going to be Scott Rickard in the 05 machine. Remember, just coming off that great performance at Phoenix last night. Didn't get the finish he wants, but he can bounce back here in the 1987 Cup machine. But there it is, Kyle McCoy, his rival, long time here at the Stars and Stripes League, right behind him in tow down the back straightaway. This is one thing we're definitely going to have to learn, how these cars and how this package is working, Robert. But I can tell you what, the energy being built up already, showing a lot of pace there and a lot of slipping and sliding around. You'll see as they almost up into the wall there. I believe that might have been Andrew Medlin. Or sorry, no, that I cannot tell exactly which number, who that was. Maybe Ryan Lynch. Yes, the 77 up into the wall again off of turn 4 there. Major moments for that 77 machine.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out the numbers. I'm kind of confused right now on whose numbers are what, so bear with us. But yeah, you can see, I thought that, you know, from the looks that I see here, whoa, we got the 16 getting loose. Hang on to it. Oh man. Oh, hang on. Oh man, Zach. Oh, ARCA brake, ladies. ARCA brake.
Oh no, Robert is
Man.
off a turn 2 here at Daytona. There's tires rolling. There's cars with no ability to steer or go straight. Some drivers not getting wound up there, but it all started around the it's the number 77 car, but the 16 on the door here on the broadcast. He got a little high and got to that wall, and that's what I seen him do earlier in 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 again. So that was 2 for 2 or 3 for 3 there, going through the corners for him. As we'll go back here on the replay and see exactly where it all played out. He had already gotten to the wall here. He's bouncing back down, and there is the 24 of Brian Lynch. Nowhere to go. Heavy hit for him. He loses a front tire, and then multiple other drivers involved. Douglas Hooper's in that. Mike Lynch got involved. Travis Dart. I mean, just a handful of drivers injured in this wreck right here.
Oh, big time, big time. But, you know, ladies and gentlemen, we got to remember these cars, we're going back into the 1980s, you know, how these cars handle with the brake system and the steering and, you know, all that stuff. It's not today's, as we know. So, you know, that's a little rough there, Zach, you know, to try to, you know, just get the handle on the cars a little bit.
Oh, it is a completely different style, Robert. This car, very much, you know, you got to also think these are unrestricted, ladies and gentlemen, also. So, you know, we're going off into the corners there, you know, upwards of 210 mile an hour there near these corners. And these cars, you know, this is the 1987s. These cars were not as aerodynamic dependent as what race cars had. They didn't make as much downforce. And you got to really be on the edge at all moments in these things. You're going to see guys sliding sideways through the corners, stuff we don't normally see in Daytona. You're going to see here tonight. And that's a product of right there again. You know, just getting in a little too high and sliding up the racetrack with how much speed we was carrying, getting into the wall very quickly is, you know, it's one thing to drive these cars around here, Robert, in my opinion, by yourself. But as soon as you get into a pack, it changes everything. The speeds pick up, and that grip level goes away since that speed level picks up. So, yeah, it gets very hairy and very dangerous, and they're going to be navigating that all 100 laps here tonight.
Yeah, 100 laps here tonight. Yeah, like you said, Zach, we'll have to see how it all plays out for them. Once you get these tires, you know, up to heat, you get a little bit more grip. But like you said, man, we're in, you know, in a draft. These guys are going to be hitting over 200 miles per hour, something that they're probably not used to unless you actually, you know, race these cars often here on the iRacing service and got the feel of them. But other than that, sometimes, you know, these drivers might be hopping in here, Zach, for the first time or haven't did it in a couple months, and it just takes a while to get the feel and in the groove. So we'll have to see how, like you said, this all plays out, because we called it. I said there's going to be action-packed racing, and we'll probably see some tires rolling down, and guess what? We already seen tires rolling down the backstretch.
Only took 2 laps, didn't it? So it shows you what can happen at Daytona. And this car, again, a wild beast itself, and I think these guys are going to have their hands full and getting their butt kicked. So, you know, that's a little bit of a pun I like to use up here in the broadcast with, so we can give a shout out to one of our favorite sponsors up here, a long time sponsor of Butt Kicker. You can head over to buttkicker.com and you can go check out many of their various products, such as the Gamer 2. That'll help you immerse yourself right into a sim such as iRacing or a movie. I mean, there's many different applications for butt kickers. They are great. I know Robert's the owner of one. He loves his, and it definitely will let you feel what you've been missing. Remember, use the discount code there, as you can see on the screen, Freaky Fast 20, and that's Freaky with 2 E's, to get 20% off there at buttkicker.com. And yeah, you know, Robert, this would be the place to have one of those, in my opinion.
Yeah.
In this 1987 car, you could probably really feel a lot of what other drivers would miss with that butt kicker.
It's very true. You know, we talk about the butt kicker, you know, every night that we broadcast as a proud sponsor. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, if you don't own one, you don't know what you're missing when they really say that. It's a whole different immersion, man. It is worth going to get one and get it all hooked up. And, I mean, you can feel the tires sliding. You can feel the rumble of the engine. You know how much gas you're giving, how much gas you don't give. You don't feel much more on the brake side of things, but it's different. That's all I can say is it's different. So if you don't have one, I'd recommend looking in to get one in the future, because it is awesome. So, but it looks like we're getting ready to go back green here, Zach, and Lap number 5 here is going to soon be completed, so we'll have to see what these guys can do. Maybe, I don't know if this is their first annual Firecracker 300. It really wasn't told, so I'd imagine this is their first annual, so we'll have to see who's going to bring home the win here. But going to be waiting for that pace car to duck in, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to get freaky fast, freaky nuts, and freaky crazy in 1987 vehicles. Man, I haven't said that in a while.
And here we go. Green flag back in the area as we restart lap number 5 complete. Scott Rickard, great start from that bottom lane. There's the 7 of Kyle McCoy up top there. Andrew Medlin down low in the 12 machinist. Ross Tatum there will be up behind the 7 of Kyle McCoy. Everybody trying to single file out here as they come off of turn 2. But we've seen they can get away from you very quickly here. We also don't really know too much about the fuel mileage here tonight, so we're going to have to see how that works out. But I tell you what, with the action we're going to see, I don't know how many green flag pit stops we're going to be able to get in.
We'll have to see how that goes. But right now, that top line's trying to form up here, Zach, as that bottom line doesn't look too stable itself there. But Kyle's going to try to duck behind Scott there. Oh, nope, never mind. He's going to go down to the 12, which is going to be Andrew, and see if he can power on way back and see if 2 cars are stronger than 3 cars. But right now, that low line is really, really starting to pick up some speed there.
Yeah, you're seeing a big moves being made. Kyle McCoy from the top to the bottom. Now Scott Rickard up top using advantage of that. But look at this, Medlin going to be the driver that's going to help the 7 machine go forward. You're also going to have the 53 of Christopher Way there come up from behind up into that 4th position. Now, along with him, it's going to be Kyle Bolin there in the 44. So some drivers moving up into spots here. But from what I've seen early, a few guys caught off guard with how these things, how tight it seems they get into the corners and how much they slide. It's almost a 4-wheel drift when you enter the corner. As now, even the battle for lead, Medlin, he pushed Kyle McCoy up there, but he's not waiting on that. He's going to the lead here.
And going to try to run the high side. Andrew's going to try to take that high side, and nope, not going to work. Man, from what I'm starting to see here, Zach, that draft is pretty strong. I mean, really strong.
Oh, these things definitely, even without being restricted, they make a huge, definite, big improvement with being able to get that draft and break away and break that arrow. It's just, due to the speeds they're carrying, they're definitely punching a good hole in the air. But Kyle McCoy continuing to try to hold on to Scott Rickard is not giving up, though. That pole setter trying to get back to our lead as he's back up to 2nd now, as the rest of the guys find it out back here. That's the one thing you'll see about this package. It's not going to be as much 2x2x2x3 wide action. It's going to be slight moves like slide jobs and, single passes where guys slingshot by each other. That's what you're going to see majority of tonight.
Oh, that's an old Dale Earnhardt there term, the slingshot move. And you can see, look at the 16. Sorry, I apologize. That's Brian Chute, man. He is in the 16 and looking really good. And they're back here battling. You got Kyle and 44 and the 53 of Christopher. And they're all staying in line. And, man, the top line goes, Zach, and then it falls apart. But you know what's really catching – I'm watching this, and it's making it very interesting for me is the gap between the drafts of the car. They're literally not like bumper to bumper.
Yeah, you don't see very much bumper to bumper action unless they're on the back straightaway where you can really start to get closer there and give that shot off into the corner, but you cannot stay connected like you can in a modern day Cup Series car. Very much unable to do that with the limited amount of grip these cars are available to them. But yeah, we're seeing great racing so far, Robert. Everybody doing a great job of slipping and sliding, taking positions back and forth. But one thing we don't talk a lot about at super speedways and the other cars that we bring to these places is tire wear. These cars, you are going to destroy the tires here at Daytona. It is similar to what you would experience out of Michigan, a Pocono, something like that. These cars very much are going to be on the limit of the grip, using majority of that tire wear, and who can hold on to the long run. We may see even them start to spread out. I mean, it was a thing that happened back in the days. You would see these cars spread out over the runs.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, that's what we're seeing right now. As we're watching the 91 right now of last night's race winner, first time. Congratulations to him again there on getting the win at Phoenix. But right now he's back here running in 9th position, trying to stay with the draft here, and it just looks like everybody pretty settled out here, Zach. There's not too much battling going on. You got Nate Lynch in the 25 up here, running in 8th position. He's hanging on to the back of the draft, so it's looking really, the whole field is looking really, really good. Now we do got a second pack back here, Zach, if we actually look. We got 2 packs of vehicles going on right now.
Yeah, that is one thing that has formed here. It looks like Travis Dart leading the way there in that 43 machine out in front of this 5-car little breakaway pack here. About 9 seconds back, about now 10 seconds back from our leaders. But they're elected probably for a little bit different strategy. They see the early incident there. Caution out on the racetrack. These are some of the guys maybe that even had oh wow, when I say caution out on the racetrack, the caution comes out on the racetrack here. So didn't mean the jinx that, but we've seen a caution happen here, and I don't know exactly what happened. Oh, it looks like maybe that might have been Andrew Medlin.
Andrew? All right, I'm showing Ross Tatum.
Oh, Ross. Yeah, Ross Tatum, actually, yes.
Yeah. We'll go back here. Sorry, Zach. Go back. Me and Zach don't talk too much together when we're broadcasting, so we do apologize for that. But we'll go back here on the number 12 Coca-Cola machine and see what happened to him. As we got the instant replay here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. And, oh, he got ran over by Nate. Nate said, "You're in my way."
Yeah, I think that may have started even a little bit earlier than that. I think he might have gotten the wall coming off of 4 there. And that is what led to that such, a difference in speed between those two. And Nate Lynch really nowhere to go. Just kind of hooks them. And fortunately for everybody else, nobody else involved in that incident, just Ross Tatum there. And, man, that's unfortunate for him because definitely got a little bit of nose damage. But we'll see how that affects him. You do have one fast repair here tonight, and there he is. You see, there it is to bounce off the wall, and that's going to slow him up. Right here, Nate Lynch really know where to go as he bounces right in front of him, and just unfortunate, just going to turn him across the nose.
And right into the wall, hard into the wall. Sparks fly, around he goes. And unfortunately, but, he does have one fast repair, so he can go down and get that damage fix. And I know the damage model on these cars here, Zach, is pretty extreme. I mean, as we noted at the beginning of the broadcast. So, I don't know if you get a damaged car and how bad it is. Is it worth staying out there and trying to pick up something or not? I'm not exactly sure. But look at this. We actually got some drivers coming in the pit here. Kyle's coming in and getting tires.
Yeah, I just noticed that Kyle McCoy here coming down, grabbing a set of tires, and just even looking at the pace of this race here, they slowed down almost a full second there around the lead. So just from a couple of laps. So we could see this 7 really take use of these tires. There's 5 sets here tonight. So right there going to be on his second set now. So he's got 3 sets left in the pit. If this race was to go green, he'd have enough sets in the race. It is kind of early to be using a set personally, but man, we will see what the difference is finally here, Robert. What new tires are like, and because McCoy was up there leading at one point, now going to be farther in the back, but on a brand new set of rubber.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that all plays out, see who he hooks up, because there is some teammates out here that are trying to do their thing. So we'll have to see how that all plays out too. You can't forget about that kind of stuff. So, oops, sorry, I'm hitting my mic. I'm a rookie at this.
Hey, Robert, you're doing a great job. Everybody out there give Robert a round of applause, man. He is running the cameras, running the show in the background, and trying to stay, on point with, what I'm saying. And I can tell you that much. It's kind of hard to keep up with me sometimes. I'm a loose cannon sometimes, so it definitely isn't the easiest time. But man, it's been fun so far. The first 15 laps here, Robert, have been wild. We've seen 2 incidents so far. That one was a major incident. There was a few guys definitely hurt by that, but luckily there for our last incident. Not fortunate for Ross Tatum, but fortunately for the rest of the field, not many drivers involved in that. I believe Ross even got that fixed up pretty well on pit road. I don't think he even used his fast repair.
All right. Hey, I'm just checking out some of the paint schemes here, Zach, as you're talking about that. But we got Lightning McQueen out here. Go number 5.
You gotta love it.
Love it.
Gotta love it.
Love it. I'm just yeah,
Kerchew.
this is my era. Look at that old Miller Lite car from Nate Lynch. You got Adams here in the number 6 Bush machine, looking really, really nice here. Christopher Wade, an old Snap-on Tools machine. Oh, look at that. The 12 of Andrew Special Olympics is actually going on right now. The Winter
wow,
Olympics. So yeah, hey, nice paint job. I really like that. That's cool. That is very cool. But I do believe we're getting ready to go back green here, aren't we here, Zach?
That we are, Robert, about ready to head back green after our second caution of this evening here. The Firecracker 300 as we took it back to the past here in 1987 style here at the Daytona International Speedway. And, man, no better way to do it here than with the Stars and Stripes League as they got a special event here tonight. The pace car pulls back down pit road. We're going back green here. It's the Firecracker 300 live on Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Back green.
As we watch them come down into turn 1 and check out this sight and scene. Fans out there rooting. They're dicing left, they're dicing right. They're flying down to go back here. We'll go to the digger cam as they go flying down into go to the backstretch as we come out of turn number 2. Heading down to the backstretch and side by side right now back there for 4th, 5th position. And they are still dicing and moving, and it don't take long for these cars to get up to speed, Zach. I mean, within a half a lap, they're almost up to full song.
Yeah, the power of horsepower, oh man, it'll definitely work when you know how that restrictor plate is taking away the air from these motors as they are unrestricted. They are getting up the full song very quickly. Here is Christopher Wade. Look at that, man. That's such a great shot there as they head down to the tribal. But Christopher Wade really working the outside group here, trying to get up through there, as we do have one car off in the back here. I'm unsure who that exactly is. It looks like that might be Douglas Hooper. Great save by him. It was almost into the pit wall, but he's going to be losing the draft in that 14 machine.
Ooh, yeah, he's going to have to try to rebound back for that. But right now, we still got Christopher Wade up here with running with Scott here. He's trying to work the high side, but right now, and this is very impressive right now, Zach, we're watching him, and he's all up there by himself, and no one is helping him. And you got the bottom trying to form up, but he is not very, wow. Top line's really racy right now, if you ask me.
It definitely is. And, you know, when the grip level goes away, that outside line, I think, gets even better. Look at the slide through the corner. That's one of my favorite things about these cars. You're going to see the rear end of these things just kicked out to the right as they try to glide through the corner and make as much speed. But here comes Andrew Medlin in that 12 machine. He's up to the 4th position down the bottom lane. The first car on new tires, that's Kyle McCoy back there in the yellow 7 machine. He's trying to work his way forward. Haven't seen the new tires come to fruition yet, but man, I'll tell you what, Scott Rickard done a great job of controlling this race, and with this package is, oh no, I think that's Sidlow in the 6. He gets a big slide. He catches it. He's in the grass now. Big moment here as he comes back up on the racetrack. Everybody doing a great job. Heads up driving from all of them as they make it through the triangle with Sidlow, you know, just hanging on to it. Great job by him also.
Yeah, Kyle Boyle's up here now. Yeah, great save by them guys back there. When these cars go, they go, and you got to hang on to it. But I'm still very impressed right now here with Christopher Wade in that number 53 Snap-on machine. He is just hanging up there all by himself. No one wants to come. You got 3 cars versus 1, and he's holding ground pretty good. Now you can see he's starting to lose a little bit of ground here, but we got last night's race winner here in that cookout machine, and he's trying to figure out if he wants to go high or low there, Zach. And we got Kyle in that number 7, fresh tires, now moving up here.
He's broken his way up to the top 6 now in that number 7 machine. Like we said, tires at some point are coming to advantage. And I think what happened there is you had the cool down phase of those tires there for these drivers under that caution up front. Now when they start to heat back up, the newer tires are going to show a little bit of advantage as McCoy now to the inside of camera starts in there. Last night's winner, like you said, at Phoenix there, finally broke through in the Cup Series. Done a great job here tonight. Had a smooth run up into the top 5. Now dropping back to 6 as McCoy's up to now the 5th position. Christopher Wade, though, what a job by him. He's always up here at these super speedways, and he's going to be one to watch out for coming down to the end. We know how well he worked with his teammate Ken Campbell. He's in that 4th position, hung around there ever since he's qualified 5th.
That is correct. As we watch Kyle right now trying to figure out how to get around Scott in that 05 machine, and he's got Andrew trying to help him out, but at the same time, you really look like you got to stick into the draft. As we got Andrew looking on the outside, he's going to hook up with Kyle. They're going to go for a run coming down here in the 3 and 4, and nope, it's not going to happen right now, but I think them two are going to try to hook up here, Zach, and maybe try to pounce and pass these top two, because right now, Scott Rickard's just looking very, very strong out there.
Oh, Scott Rickard looks super smooth, but I'll tell you what, the driver who's looking super quick right now is the 7. He's ducking out to the high side of Andrew Medlin in the 12. He's had the new tires. He has been making moves left and right. He goes high here. We'll see if the new tires can prevail around that top side, but the draft down low is what's really helping the drivers ahead of him. Now they all slide up in front of him, but the draft gets taken back away. But here comes Cameron Sargent to help that 7 machine. We'll see if that helps out. But yeah, if you're Kyle McCoy, you want to try to make the pass on the bottom, but he went to the top and now has dropped himself farther back as the new tires have helped him. But now you got to have that draft help still. The tires are helpful, but without the draft, you can't get it done.
Most definitely. You need to draft in these cars here, and you need to figure out how you're going to slingshot, like you said earlier in the broadcast, Zach. That's what this comes down to, is watching and trying to get the right draft, the right push at the right time. And once you do it, you got to commit to it, because if you don't, you can see what just happened to Kyle. He got up there. He tried to get the cars to go with him, and it didn't happen. And unfortunately, he fell back, a little bit here. But he's still in the draft, still looking good, and he's going to try again to hook up here with Christopher Wade, as Christopher's been really, really running that high line the whole time. But you can see Scott Ricker here in the front, still the race leader, and he's running low. He'll pull that 44 up to him. Then he'll go high where the run is, and his spotters tell him high, low, high. And you can see him switching lanes back and forth, trying to utilize the whole draft and keep everybody behind him.
And look at this go. Christopher Wade, while we've been going here, driving to the outside. Bolin had a moment off of 4, really slid the rears. Is now they come off of 2. Ricker going to have the help with the 44 of Bowling. What the 53 needs is that 7 to get there, but Kyle McCoy drops back down low. Sargent jumps up to the top now, showing a lot of pace here tonight. If he could just get the draft and the help and get out front, he's going to be a tough one to get by. Also, is now McCoy and Sargent battle behind with Wade and the number 12 of Andrew Medlin battling up ahead.
They're still battling, and you still got Christopher Wade and Andrew Medlin back here in the number 12 and the 53 machine battling back and forth. And it's battling all over. You got Lightning McQueen in that number 5 of Chris. He's trying to move his way back up through the field. You had Nate Lynch that was involved in that little tap and spun a vehicle around by accident. He's trying to work his way back up here. He's running in 8th position, and we'll come back here to the back of the field. We got our 216 cars, but actually Ryan Lynch there is actually in the 777 with Mike Lynch in the number 2 machine. And who is that other 16 car?
That is Brian Chu.
Brian Chu. Okay, we do apologize. Okay.
Yeah.
But we'll go back through the rest of the field. We got Patrick back here running. He's actually back here running in 14th position in at number 19, the 3-car pack here right now. They're back here running. So right now, that's about where we are. We got Travis Stark back here in the 43. Very, very slow. Does he even have an engine? Wow, he's creeping.
Yeah, he has major right side damage. I don't know.
Yeah.
He actually had a major incident down in one. Robert got way too hot into the corner, was just behind Derek Hoffman, wrecked up the racetrack, lost the right front tire, and did not have a right front tire there coming back to pit road.
And you can hear the tires just squealing with this. Oh, and into the pit wall he went. Ow. Thank God the pit guys jumped over and didn't get hit. But, woo, that was crazy. But we'll come back up here to Kyle McCoy right now running up here in 4th position, ladies and gentlemen. And the battling is, looks like everything tamed down right now, Zach. It looks like everybody knows where they need to be. They figured out the car. As I talked to 91 says, no, I'm going to go high.
Yeah, you see Sargent there. He's really wanted to make a move, but it shows you go up high. kind of drop back. So you got to make the decision well. If you don't get the pass done, you have the possibility of losing positions. Big run from the 7 McCoy. He's going to use this advantage here with that draft to try to go around the outside. We haven't seen him be able to work, but he's got the freshest tires of these drivers up front. I think, though, at this point, it's hit a phase where we are all running the same lap times. Tires are starting to equalize out there, and that advantage has gone away for the 7.
Yeah, you can see that he's trying, like you said here, but he just not working out for him right now. Like you said, everything's equaling out now, Zach. So, unfortunately, he's going to sit back here in 4th position, and I think pan out the way he wanted it to, unfortunately. But, you know, running in 4th position, all you got to do is just hang out as he's going to get pushed up again. And, man, are these guys... Are they having a little problem, like, trying to keep these cars straight with the aerodynamics of these cars? Because you can see them swaying back and forth in the draft there, Zach.
Well, these cars sway left, right. They're a handful, even on the straightaways. They are not easy to drive one bit at all. This is, you know, these guys are coming from, you know, that Gen 6 Cup Series car. Not to put it plain, I mean, you know, these yeah, the Gen 6 driver here is like a Sunday cruise, you know, a Sunday cruise. While right now these guys are out here in, you know, torrential downpour rain right now, what it feels like for a grip level. So it's tough to do here as they come up on a lap car. I believe that's Douglas Hooper there, and the 14 is he goes up high, lets the field by there, and that 14 machine is they go on through. But yeah, it's you know, it's so tough. You can see just how many different lanes these drivers run. You kind of got to let the car almost do what it wants to do. It's got a mind of its own, almost, Robert.
Yeah, yeah, very, very true there, Zach. And you know what I just seen here? Kyle, wow, only here, the 44, he's falling back. He got shuffled out of the draft, and he fell way back.
Yeah, he definitely got shuffled there. He had a pretty big, you know, run to the 05, and then I think he had a little bit of a slide there in the tribal. That gave Medlin the chances. Look at this back here. It's stacking up with Chris Estrie. But yeah, Bolin went up high and lost a lot of positions there in that 44 machine, giving up those spots as Medlin now up to 2nd. But here comes the big run from behind. You're seeing the 5 and the 7 trying to do something as Estrie showing a lot of pace here also.
Yeah, he's showing a lot of pace too. So, a question to you, Zach. Now, we've seen this here. We've been green flag for a good 20-some laps here at Daytona International Speedway. If you're the guys in the back trying to figure out how to get around Scott Rickard, what do you think you need to do? You know, what can you do? Because that 05 looks very, very strong. No matter if you go high, low, try to pass him, 2 cars, 3 cars, he's got the lead, and it's. I don't know what these guys can do to get by him.
Yeah, it's tough to say. You know, right now they're running lap times that you could run by themselves. So, you know, you would say, oh, the draft is going to help a lot. But right now, I mean, the draft is not playing too big of a factor. You see guys going up high trying to make moves. But look at this. If you don't stay down low where that draft is, you're going to be going backwards. So maybe something they can set up by backing up a little bit. You know, maybe Andrew Mellon backs up to Cameron starts and they try to, you know, set the 05 up, let them get, you know, 4 or 5 car lengths out there and get a big run. But you're just going to have help. As you see, is when McCoy doesn't have help, you know, he's gone straight to here around Kyle Bolin in that 5th position. But he's holding strong on the outside line. But, man, it just, with no draft up there, you're just a sitting duck.
Well, we do know that 05 is using more fuel, though, too. So that's another thing that we have to, you know, keep in mind, too there, Zach. So he's out there in the front, sucking up more fuel, pulling the field. But like you said, I don't know. You know, if I was on the radio, I'd be telling my spotter to be running around, talking to a whole bunch of cars and telling them, look, we got to hook up here. Here we go for the lead. Andrew Medlin's going to take the lead or going to try. And no, he does. He finally got that 05 shuffled out there, Zach. Wow, what a move.
Yeah, he just had a gigantic run from the 91 of Sarton there who gave him that push. And the 05 left the door open, and look what it's done. Scott Rickard from the pole, he is dropped back now. He is all the way falling back here. It was, oh, man, the 5 Esther went up to the top line. He drops back down below in front of Kyle McCoy, who makes the pass on the 05 of Scott Rickard, who now is probably going to try to slide in between there of Nate Lynch and Christopher Way, but maybe Lynch is going to be able to get by also, as it just shows you. You get strung out there to that top side, you go backwards very quickly.
Yeah, he went from first position about a lap and a half all the way back to 8th position. That is a huge drop from leading the race, but you know, we don't know what's sinking in the pitters and what he's doing. That might have been a game plan too, Zach. He might have said, well, you know what? I've been leading this whole thing. I need to get back and get in the draft, maybe save some fuel, knowing that he sucked a lot of fuel, you know, leading majority, well, basically the whole race.
Yeah, that is very possible too here. I mean, we'll have to see how that plays out. You know, I believe it's gonna be tough to get to that lap 50 mark for these guys on fuel. We'll have to see if that can work out. But look at the same thing that happened to Medlin now. Sarton to the bottom of him as Medlin gets shuffled up to the top. Now Bolin going to try to slide through in second, along with Essery up to third. This is just showing a deja vu moment. So let's say if you can get that leader shuffled up off the bottom, get to their inside, everybody just conveyor belts by.
Well, that's it. You know, Kyle and the 91 seen what, you know, what Andrew did there to get the lead and said, okay, that works. Let's us try it. And it worked for them. So now they're up in the lead, like you said, and it's like a conveyor belt. You go from the front to the back, and then you go from the back to the front. And very interesting to watch these cars. I'm just astounded on how the drafting is and, you know, how these guys are handling these 1987 cars. It is nothing like the Gen 6 cars that we got, you know, coming up here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. The next gen cars, we got a new league starting up on Sunday night, ladies and gentlemen, here by the end of February. We still got our Underdog Racing League, Stars and Stripes, which is, I think them guys are just trying to give me a heart attack. Race in and race out, there's nothing but action-packed racing. So, but I do want to give a shout-out to Ken Campbell. He's out there in the YouTube chat. We do appreciate you tuning in there, bud.
Oh, definitely love to have all the drivers tuning in for sure. Oh, man, Bolin up off the bottom, too, there. He's going to the back. Now, Essery and Sarton, the two teammates, going to be all strung together. That's got to be in their plan of their books for sure. Is now you see Bolin, he says the wise decision just to drop to the back of this line, slot in behind Nate Lynch, and just ride it out here as we continue on here for lap number 37 complete of, lap number 37 of 100 here. So right now the laps are clicking away, Robert, and these drivers are battling away too. It just seems like the fight for the bottom is every single lap.
Are we having a little issue with Kyle Bolin there in the 44?
He's dropping back.
Yeah. I really think, Zach, these guys are starting to look at the fuel mileage, honestly, because you got Scott Rickard. He's all the way back here by himself now, too.
Very possible. I mean, they're dropping way back here. You know, the only thing I can say about this, Kyle McCoy's got to be the driver that feels the most confident about it. Says, oh, here comes Cameron Sarton, lap 38. He's going to come down the pit road here, slide a little bit. Hopefully gets it slowed down to 60 mile an hour. Yes, he does. As he gets it underneath that mile an hour limit, he'll bring it down the cookout machine here to pit road for 4 tires of fuel. And look at that. Look at the grip level. Blows through his stall. He's going to have to back up multiple times. He's too far left. I don't know if they. Oh, wow. They actually did get jacked up onto that close. That is amazing.
It is amazing. We just watched Scott Rickard go in, and he was locked in up with 2 pit stalls before he got his pit stall on that right front tire, Zach. There's no grip on pit road, ladies and gentlemen. You better hang on if you're coming in for a pit stop.
Yeah, and we, I think I have something to maybe explain this if we could pull up our weather here and show exactly what these guys are experiencing on the racetrack. And I tell you what, it is a scorcher on the racing surface.
Wow.
We're looking at 79 degrees ambient temperature, but look at the track temperature, ladies and gentlemen, 135 degrees. That's 900 horsepower running around this track at 135 degrees for, 38 laps, and then trying to come down the pit road and stop in a concrete box that is very, very much low grip level. So right there, tough break for a few guys as they had a wild time getting down the pit road for a few of them. I felt like the fuel saving was happening there, Robert. The only thing is, you would think they'd have to get to 50, if they want to make that mark. So Scott Rickard coming down there on 38. I'm thinking these guys are most likely just trying to make this a a two-stop race here, stopping around, again here, probably I'd say around 65 with this race left to go.
Yeah, the guys that pitted early, they did their pit stop. So yeah, you're right. I mean, they're probably looking around 65. One more pit stop for them as long as we stay green. So then they don't, they'll be perfectly fine. But everybody that pitted just recently here, they're gonna have to make another pit stop a little later. But they're not, you know what I mean? That's gonna be interesting because now we got two pit stop strategies going on here.
Definitely two different pit strategies going on, and Kyle McCoy's got to feel the best about it. Does he have enough fuel, from where he pitted to stretch it far enough to where he can one stop it? We'll have to see about that. I know,
Yep.
Last time he came out was around lap 16, so he had 15 laps there, of less on this car. So they went to 38. I mean, that could tell you right there he could go to 50. The only problem for him is he at least probably needs to get to around that 60 mark if he wants to feel confident about even having a shot at one stop in this thing.
Well, he pitted on lap 13. So, and we're on lap 42. Now, I'm not good with math, but anybody out there who can do math real quick, maybe Zach can. That's what he's looking at, and I think it's going to be around lap 60, Zach. I think you're right on that.
Yeah, we'll see if he can make it to that point. And again, you got to stretch it again 40 laps there, which these guys had those caution laps to help stretch it at 38 points. So,
yeah,
getting to that 40 mark, I still don't feel confident for Kyle McCoy. So, I think the biggest thing he's doing right now is utilizing the fresh tires that he used when they pitted under that caution. Same for Nate Lynch and those two up front. So, doing a great job. Christopher Wade about 3 seconds behind him here in the third position. Here they come. Lap 43. So Kyle McCoy, they said enough. Yeah, I figured, at this point, it was just, come down to pit road. You were losing time probably to the tires, and you want to stay up with that normal pack. So here he comes down, and we'll see if he has any issues with his tires locking up. It just shows you, the grip level is just so low. Tires are very worn, and great job on McCoy there.
Yeah.
Getting stopped in the box.
Good job, man. So we got Derek in the number 35. And he's in the hot sauce machine here. He's now taking over the lead here, up 15 positions. So you got him and Patrick, and you got Mike Lynch right now that have not pitted. So we'll have to see how far. Let's see, the last time they pitted was actually lap 14 and 13 too for this group. So we'll have to see how far they decide to go. But if anybody can let me know, please let me know how my level is on my microphone. If I gotta boost myself up a little bit or down, I do much appreciate it, as I really don't talk too much when doing broadcasting.
Yeah, normally behind the production box is Robert, but you got to give him a round of applause. Like I said, running the cameras, running the show, and calling the race here with me tonight. So thank you all again for tuning in. It's always a pleasure to call the action here. Freaky Fast Broadcasting we've completed now 44 laps of the 100 here at the Firecracker 300 here at the Daytona International Speedway. I mean, first time the 87 cars have been here on Freaky Fast, and I tell you what, it has not disappointed. Strategy field race, and my favorite thing is it's a race of strategy based on drafting. It's not those packs that you see. No restrictor plates, so you can really even have better tire wear, work your way to the lead, and be able to almost work away and build gaps. I mean, that's why you see guys fall away from each other. There's fall off on these tires. You burn them up, you're going to fall away from that pack. You can't hang on once you lose that draft, and you start to fall away. So it's a tough car to drive. But right now, Offerman leading the way with this group here of 4 still yet to pit. Sorry, it's actually the top 3 yet.
As I'm trying to figure out where everybody's at. We got a pack of cars, and I don't know who it is here. I think it's Kyle and Andrew and Scott Rickard. Yeah, these all guys just pitted, and they got single file, and they're like, okay, guys, let's just ride right now.
Yeah, this is the group that we're seeing, really going to be the ones that when it all cycles through, this will be who will most likely be up in the leader race. Will be this number 5 of Chris Essery, doing a fantastic job with his teammate Cameron, starting now to work both their ways to the front of this group here. But the one driver I'm questioning is what happened to Kyle McCoy. Did some type of mistake here? I'll have to actually go back and check that out for us here, Robert, because yeah,
Yeah,
He was on pit
something.
road for a long, long time. I believe he may even had a pit road speeding penalty. Kind of catches me off guard just due to how smooth his entry was.
Yeah, its car didn't look like he had any damage on it, but sitting in pit road, he actually had a minute and 28-second pit stop.
Yeah, that right there tells me 40-second hold for excessive speeding. And looking
Yeah.
back at it, he was almost 15-mile-an-hour over when he
Whoops.
crossed the line. And yeah, big speeding for the 7 machine. And we seen how easy it was to lock up the brakes and slide. He probably just didn't want to take that chance of sliding those brakes and or sliding those tires. And man, big mistake there for Kyle McCoy, who's going to need some type of caution to get him back in the battle for this race.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that all plays out. Thank you, everybody, for letting me know that the audio sounds good. I do much appreciate that. But, something we don't talk about much here as right now we're basically single file all the way around the track here. Pit stops, Zach. I know we're on that subject right now. You got to get your car in the box. It's like a little box, as I explained to everybody. That's basically what it is. And if you're too far forward, too far left, right, or back, that adds time to your pit stop. So it's very key to make sure that you, get into that stall correctly.
Oh, that's stopping in that stall is one of the little X factors that can lead to you winning and losing races due to green flag stops. I know personally myself. It's something that it haunts drivers. It really can. You can really underdrive a lot of things, and it causes you to overthink situations. So it's tough from the driver's standpoint when it's slippery on pit road. You don't want to make that big mistake that really costs you. But at the same time, if you go too slow, you give up time by being overcautious.
Very true, very true. As we're still watching right now here, the number 25, Nate Lynch, has not pitted. Well, he did pit. He pitted on lap 43. But he's all out here all by himself with about a 2-second lead, and that second pack is coming fast, and they're going to catch this number 25, and we'll see what he decides to do. But then I think they're going to catch him probably coming down in turn 1 or exiting turn 1 here, Zach. And the question is what does Nate Lynch do? Does he just let him blow by, or does he try to latch onto that draft and hopefully get a push to stay in the lead?
That is gotta be a question we're asking. And
Andrew went right into the wall.
Oh no, Andrew Medlin. Yeah, major hit there, I think, for that number 12 machine as he's slipping, sliding, almost wrecking here on the turn 3 and 4. And man, Blade, Bowling, and Essery had to miss all that, and that really separated everybody right there.
Wow. Now, he did hit the wall, scrape the wall, a couple seconds back before we seen him go sliding. Is there a possibility he can blow a tire out? Yeah?
I don't think so.
No?
It all started there with Chris Essery. He got all of a sudden very, very loose down the court. I don't know if, this
Aero?
track here, the aero, the track. I mean, again, these
Grip?
cars, 900 horsepower, very low grip level. It is very tough to drive. And if you get those tires upset and hot, it's slick down here. And I think the 12 just got a little bit too much of a slip angle. And that rear end started to step out, and not much side force on these cars to help catch it either.
Very true, very true. As we're watching these guys go back and forth here, and now we finally got the number 91 and Scott Rickard here. They are drafting, and they're going to catch Nate Lynch here. He's got the sniff of the draft, and we'll see what he does. Nate Lynch goes low, Scott goes high, and good job, Nate. See, he could latched on there, and I don't know if he can hold on to it or not. He's going to see. Yeah, he does.
Doing a great job here, actually.
And that's what he needed right there, Zach. He needed to keep them guys behind him and build the momentum up. But, wow, okay, well, the 91's beating, banging him, pushing him out of the way.
Yeah, we'll see Sarton go high, but look at this. Rickard goes low, but now he goes back high to go back up to 91. But once the 91 do, does he stay high? Does he go low and give the draft to the number 25 machine? And look at this. Yes, now the 25 separates the 05 and the 91 as they continue to roll through turn 2 here. And man, this This is what I love to see, though. This is old style Daytona action. You don't have to have 10 cars right on top of each other to have great action. This is 3-car breakaway. You got a couple car breakaway behind this, and man, it's exciting. You got to really duel with each other to try to make these cars grip up.
Very true, very true. As I'm reading the chat out there, well, I don't know if Zach sees that chat trying to, as we saw our single file side-to-side racing going on here for the, well, that's not for the lead, but that is for the lap car. As we do got Scott Rickard now going to try to work his way up to the lead. But, when you get in, I've always said when you get into the traffic and you got cars all around you, you just need to, how do you say it? Just calm down and stay where you're at and let the other car, you got to start trusting the other vehicles you're around. So, if somebody goes high and you stay low, that car on the high side is not going to come down and hit you. Drivers that do certain things, and some drivers will come down and pinch you, some drivers will come down and tap you, and others will give you plenty of room. So it's just something, a work in progress that you need to do.
Yeah, traffic is always a mixed bag, that's for sure, and gotta always be on your toes at every point and stay completely, eyes forward and focused on what's directly ahead and what is alongside you. So it definitely can be tough when you catch up to that lap traffic. But man, this group here, with all this playing out right here, it's kind of brought the group back together. Christopher Wade, he is able to almost claw his way back up as they lap Brian Lynch there, put him 2 laps down. But he's kind of let the draft slide back to S3, and it's let Boland even catch back up as our top 6 all separated by 2 seconds here as Rickard going for a big move for the lead.
Hey, he's going to try to go back to the lead and do the move here. You got these guys. Funny that you say this here, Zach. You got the 05 of Scott and you got the 91 there of Cameron. These guys battled last night at Phoenix. Now here we are in the 87 cars at Daytona, and they're battling each other again.
Common theme we're starting to see possibly formulate here.
No, that could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, now starting goes back to the inside. And I mean, it was roles reversed last time. It was the 91 up top, no 05 down low. Now they swap positions again, and again, like this is done. It's brought all of it back together. All 6 of these drivers right back in it. That is the beauty of this. Right, there's a car stopped on the front straightaway. I'm not sure what car that
Adam.
is. Right now, we have no cars on the racetrack. That's Adam Sidlow. He's trying to get it back going, and I think he's got major damage. I don't think that car can be steered very well. I think the left front is broken.
Oh, yeah, he broke the left front. He hit probably coming out of 4, hit the wall, got loose, and then just, I don't know. He's got inside damage, so he must have spun it and then hit the wall.
Yeah, we'll see right here as he gets it on the apron.
Look at the scraping.
Yeah, and you can see the left front. The left front is not making contact there, and luckily that car turning with the right front still in it was definitely worried as he may have came back up on the racetrack here and had brought an incident out. But we stay green here, as you can see. There goes by the pack. Man, the 6 just devastating for him. Already 1 lap down here as this incident is gonna definitely put a halt in his race.
Most definitely, as we're looking at the awesome graphics from iRacing.com. If you're interested in iRacing or you're interested in racing, sim racing, simulation, make sure you go check out over at iRacing.com and sign up for your membership. And you get some free cars and free tracks, and go out there and test it out and see if it's something that you can get involved into. But yeah, we're still watching this 6. I'm kind of fascinated. I do apologize, but the damage model on these cars are crazy. It's just crazy. But with that being said, we have everybody up here running 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, all shuffling back and forth. So with 59 laps in the books here with the Firecracker 300 here from Stars and Stripes, we will be right back here as we're going to run to a commercial and wet our whistles like I always say. So stay tuned for more action here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, at the Firecracker 300 here, the Stars and Stripes League. We're 60 on lap 65 of 100 here as Cameron Sutton leads the way. Last night's winner also at Phoenix, so great run for him. Is looks like the 43 there was on pit road. Travis Start. It looks like 63 laps down. Yeah, that's right. Major damage for him earlier in the race, so still sitting there trying to get that repaired. But man, this group up front, as they hit pit road, actually, Sarton and S3, the two teammates, they come to pit road here, trying to get the car slowed down, lock the tires up. We'll see what type of strategy is being made here. Lap 66, 33 to go from here. They're going to hit pit road. Oh, and Sarton, I am surprised that's not through the box.
Wow, right on the line. And you know what else I noticed as they were going down pit road, Zach? Their front rotors were actually glowing. You could see him trail braking. Had his foot on the brakes. I didn't realize these rotors glow in the 87 cars either.
Yeah, I think that's since it's one of the newer cars on iRacing, it's a feature that'll be something I think most cars will have here. So cool to see that. I've never noticed that on this car too, but it just shows you how hard they're on the binders there, trying to get them slowed down. And they talk about at a track like this, you want to have the least amount of braking package as possible to have the least amount of friction on your car, roll resistance. But at the same time here, you got to slow down from such a speed that they have to put such a giant braking system on these cars that it's almost like their short track braking package that they run here to get these cars slowed down for pit road.
Yeah, very, very true, very true. So we'll have to see what Christopher Wade, Kyle Boylan up here, Scott Rickard, how long they stay out, because we had people coming into pit road that, we just seen that should be their last pit stop for the night here, Zach. And this race is flying by pretty fast. We're on lap 68 of 100. And before we know it, we're going to be down to the nitty gritty. And I got to give these guys props. They kept this race pretty clean.
They have kept this race very, very clean with this tough race car. And right now, with Wade out front, it's got Boland, Rickard, and also the Nate Lynch there in the number 25 machine. Those four right now have yet to hit pit road, while the two of Sarton, or the 91 of Sarton and the 5 of Estrie, they both hit pit road. And the interesting, they hit 4 tires and fuel. One of the things I see out in chat, great point from our King Campbell out there, about will we see just right sides only? Do we see someone try to only take right sides here and gamble with that to have a little bit quicker pit stop? We'll see if that plays out, but at the same time, we never know here as these 4 continue to stay out here. As we come by here, it'll be 31 to go here at Daytona.
Yeah, talking about 2 tires. Yeah, I mean, that's a great strategy to think there, Zach, but what scares me with that is that them right side tires are going to be hot. These cars are already slick as it is. We've seen the track temperature here at Daytona up at 135 degrees. I don't know if they're going to be able to handle the cars. That could really make these cars extremely loose. So, I mean, we'll have to see if somebody tries to gamble and go for it, because right now, from what I'm seeing, you're not really passing nobody. Everybody's following everybody. That might be the strategy to go, to try to leapfrog that guy, is like we like to say. You're going to have to figure out how to get around them some way, some point, sometime.
It is a gamble. That is really the big thing I take in my book. Is it's a major gamble taking right sides only, but it is a time gainer if you feel confident, if you know what to expect, and it'll work. It is a viable strategy, but that's just going to come down to who's willing to do it. Or do you go you're going to safe route, take 4 tires, and just try to be the fastest down to the end? Christopher Wade, though, leading the way still, with Boland there in second. Rickard, though, dropped back to the 4th position here behind Nate Lynch. He's been trying some stuff up high, down low, really just trying to make something work here late in the going. But I believe still at some point these 4 will have to make a pit stop. Don't see them being able to make it nowhere on fuel for sure.
No, they all pitted on lap 43, 38, 43. Kyle actually pitted on lap 38, and they can go about 38 laps. So within the next 6 laps, give or take, these guys are going to have to come down for their final pit stop. I thought they were going there, Zach.
Yeah, I believe someone in front of them there just darted off onto pit road, and I believe that might have been actually a lap down car. I was dealing Glass actually who had a mistake there. It was actually 45 laps down. So Glass having a big moment there on pit road. So Christopher Wade though still in the way. Like I said, it's got to happen in the next few laps. It's going to be soon, and we'll see what it does. You know, the big thing right now, they're turning 44-26 right now by themselves. Cameron Sarton, Chris Estrie last time by, both of them in the 44-17. So a little bit quicker, only a couple hundreds quicker for Sarton and Estrie. They're not getting away too far. And Wade, Bowling, Nate Lynch, and Scott Rickard, if they come down together, they'll have much fresher tires. Here they come. Bowling and Rickard, those two are teammates. They're going to come down and work together for sure. But we'll see if they get it slowed down in time. It's tough to do with this package.
Yeah, well, just out in chat, they were saying there, Zach, that you bump the brake bias all the way up to 85%, and that's why we seen the rotors glowing so hard. Yeah, that does help you from not spinning out. So, it gives you more balance on the car when you're braking. So that's why we seen them rotors. But yeah, I mean, lap 73, these guys are coming in teammates, and then we're gonna have to see what Christopher Wade does here. As you got the first and second place machine here of Nate Lynch and Christopher Wade. They pitted on lap 43. Andrew Medlin's in the number 12 pitted on lap 37. So let's see here. Andrew is 13 seconds behind, but he's going to have to soon make a pit stop before these guys do. At least a lap I'm looking at. So I do believe Christopher Wade here. I think they're going to come in a lap around 76. I think wow, I did math right, I think.
I think you're going to be right around it too, Robert. The big thing, though, is the battle coming off here at pit road. It's Scott Rickard, Kyle Bowling getting passed by Cameron Sarton and Chris Estrie, who are up the speed. They need to get going quickly in the 05 and the 44s. I think there was a little bit of a hiccup there on the exit for them there with a lap car, I believe, in front of them. So, I think it might have really checked them up there as, I believe, I'm not sure what lap car that was. It may have been, it was Douglas Hooper, actually, who was a little bit slow there on the apron and kind of held Scott Rickard up a little bit.
He lost some ground. Now they're going to have to tango and do a draft and get back together and see if they can work their way up through the field as they're still back here running in 13th position. 13th and 14th position with Chris up in 12th now. I don't know how far back they are of him. I don't have the data to show me. They should be able to catch. They should be able to catch him. I would think so. These two guys up here are drafting together, Zach. So,
from what I'm seeing so far, it looks like Rickard's closing in pretty quickly, and the new tires are going to help here early in the going here to start off. I think they'll quickly get right back in the draft. I don't think they're going to pull away. I think they're all going to be stuck together. Of course, when Wade and Nate Lynch come down, that'll be interesting for them because right now they're running 44.62. Cameron Sarton, 44.29. So they are starting to build a little bit of gap by running faster times here in this 91 and this 5 machine compared to that 53 and 25.
Yeah, but watch that 5 machine there, Scott. He is coming, Zach. He's got the draft, and I believe these guys are going to I mean, the draft, is so strong to, catching, but once you hit that point, it's like you hit a brick wall.
Oh, no, for sure. They're going to get there, and here it is. Look at this big run, though. 05 is going to have to take advantage of it, and here the leaders come down, too. Christopher Wade, Nate Lynch. Everything is transpired here. 76 for Robert. You're exactly right as they hit pit road there on the completion of 76 here. Oh, no, Nate Lynch slide through the box. That's not going to help him.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, no, that's bad luck for him.
I'll have to see where he all falls out. Now we got Derek back here in the number 35. He's now going to take over the lead like we've seen before. We've only had 2 yellows, I do believe, here in this race here, 100 laps. So very clean race going on right now, and they're shuffling back and forth. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, they are racing for cash here. $100 for first place, $50 for second place, and $30 for third place. So, we're going to get down to the heated things, and we'll see what happens here. But we got Derek and Patrick and Mike Lynch. They all pitted on lap 47, so their pit stop's coming up for the final time here very shortly within the next couple laps.
Yeah, they're going to be looking definitely here to hit pit road also. But Christopher Wade just off the exit of pit road, and now Cameron Sarton in that group goes right on by. It is unfortunate for Wade. I don't think he's going to be able to latch onto that 4 there He's going to have to try to close that gap in with just sheer pace. And you can see Nate Lynch blowing through the box. He has lost so much in that 25 machine.
Yeah, there's no way for him to catch up, like you said there, Zach. He blew through the box and had to back it up, and had a total of a pits time of, let's see, what did he have? He was on pit road for 53.2 seconds, and then he had a 24.2 pit stop compared to Christopher Wade had a 21. So he lost 3 seconds just by sliding through.
And that's huge. You know, that's 3 seconds. Then you lose the draft. Then you're by yourself. Times turn much slower, and unfortunate for Nate Lynch. Having a great run here tonight at the Daytona International Speedway here, the World Center Racing, but just a late pit stop going to come up with a hiccup there, sliding through the box. And we've seen it happen to so many people here tonight. It's just unfortunate it happened on the last one for Nate Lynch here, and he's going to hope for something here to get him back into it. That's the thing. This race is not over. It's not over till the checker flag flies. We could very well see that yellow flag fly again here in these final 21 laps. And this race here is high level racing. You know, Robert, it's next level, I would say. And we got to give a shout to next level sponsor we have, and that is Advanced Sim Racing. Advanced Sim Racing is the fastest growing North American racing simulator chassis manufacturer and digital motorsports equipment retailer, owned and operated by passionate sim racers like you and I. So make sure you head on over to advancedsimracing.com and you can check out all their main products, man. I mean, they got so many different brands of sim racing equipment. You're really going to love it. And you can check out our discount code there, Freaky5 to get 5% off of all ASR brand equipment. So make sure you check out Advanced Sim Racing.
All right, well, just make sure you check them out, ladies and gentlemen. We do much appreciate it. But Christopher Wade, 2 laps ago, put down the fastest lap of the race. So that 53 Snap-on machine is coming, and he's coming fast. And he's got the draft here, so we'll have to see if he can do anything and at least get into the top 5, because right now we are looking at Nate. Well, no, not Nate. We got Mike right now. Still have not pitted. And he's out here running all by himself. He pitted on lap 47 with Hastings there in that 19. He pitted on lap 47 too. So they're going to have to come in. And once they come in, that's going to hand the lead over to that 91 of Cameron, last night's winner here. And then we'll see how that battle goes out as we're clicking down here. Very shortly, this race is going to be over. So I do want to say thank you to everybody who's tuned in here tonight. We do much appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that share button and share it to your favorite social media platform of your choosing. We do much appreciate it. But right now, it's good action going on. But right now, I think it's calm before the storm. And I think eventually we're going to see the storm become that northeaster that Boston just had 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it may be a historic one, you know, as they would say. So I'm just surprised. You know, I ruled Christopher Wade out completely on this race. I said, he's not going to catch up. He drove right back up to him, Robert. And you know, freshest tires, set of tires here, up to that 7th position. Catched up to Kyle Bowling now in the 53. You know, Mike Lynch, Patrick Hasty still needing to hit pit road. Right now, it's going to be about a 5-car battle for this win.
Yeah, that's what it's all gonna look at. Yeah, that's what it's about gonna look here right now. But we'll have to see how that all plays out, because they are 19 seconds behind right now. These 2 front guys that are running up front, and these guys are gonna have to make a pit stop. And right now, all they're doing, Zach, is they're banking on a yellow. That's all they want is a yellow, and they need to get a yellow. So we'll have to see if one comes out, or you know, they have to make their pit stop.
Yeah, because if one comes out, you know, the question is, you know, there he comes down to pit road. So Mike Lynch hitting pit road here as Patrick Hasty continues on. But yeah, if the caution comes out, I think most drivers will come down, I would believe, to pit road to get service done. So you would gain a lot of track position, I believe, if you're Patrick Hasty. So try to stretch it out as much as he can right here, I believe.
Yeah, he has nothing to lose. You might as well stay out, run that tank to the end, and pray for a yellow, which really, honestly, right now, these guys got the handle of the cars. They know what they're doing, and it's a very clean race, and I wouldn't be surprised if we go green all the way to the end here. So Unfortunately for Hastings, he's probably yelling over the radio, please somebody spin out.
He's definitely hoping for some type of a flag to be waved by Barney here in the next few laps, I believe, before he has to hit pit road. But
Barney's
it's going to be
sleeping.
interesting to see how that horse. I think he's, he's been in that phase here, green flag for a while. He's saying, "Man, am I getting used actually?" So
Yeah,
right now
right.
he's taking a break. So
He's up
as
on
you
his
can
cell
see-
phone
Yeah,
watching YouTube.
Yeah, he might be checking the Twitters, checking
Yeah.
out stuff as he's waiting for some type of incident to happen until his action is called forth. Until actually, it's not too long till he might have to wave that white flag. So that's the one thing he does have to for sure do. He knows that's coming up. He's got that scheduled. But you can see Kyle McCoy here. He is directly ahead of the leader, Patrick Hasty. In front of him there, he is on the lead lap. That is what he needs. He needs a caution also to get back in this. Remember, too fast on pit road, had that speeding penalty from the lead.
Yeah, so he's right now in front of the lead lap. He's hanging on by his tick thumb. That does not make no sense, but he's hanging on.
Robert, we love your sayings.
That doesn't make any sense. Just a normie, ladies and gentlemen, just saying a normal broadcast. We just hope everybody's enjoying the sights and the sounds of Daytona International Speedway with the Cracker 5. Oh my God!
Firecracker 300.
Thank you.
And also on the chat, I don't think anybody elected to take 2 tires. So everybody's sticking to the 4-tire strategy. I think that was the smart call and the safe call to do.
Do you think with Patrick going to have to come down here very, very shortly, take that gamble and do 2 tires? Makes it less on pit road.
Yeah, I mean, he could for, a position game, but it's so long on pit road with these cars. It takes the pit road takes pit crew takes a long time, and fueling takes a while too. So at this point, he could do a quick splash and go kind of deal.
Okay.
Time about it, but I still think he's looking at the caution here to save him, if anything. But pit road has got to be looming unless that fuel tank. There it is.
There it is.
He's coming out to the left. Leader Patrick Hasty now hitting pit road. That's going to transfer the lead over to Cameron Sarton into 91 here. And in these final 13 laps, it's going to be a battle between our top 5 drivers.
I want to see what the 19 decides to do here, Zach. Pulls into the pit stop pretty gently. Makes it nice and easy. You got right side tires going up. And I do believe he's probably going to take 4 tires. We'll see here. No, 2 tires. 2 tires stop there, Zach.
2 tires it was for the 19 of Patrick Hasty, quickly out off the pit road. And that's pretty quick there as the leaders are now down the middle of the backstretch. He's coming off a pit road. So on the lead lap still, and if a caution comes out, he has a chance to battle for it there. That's the big thing for him.
Yeah.
He should have enough fuel to get to the end. So now the lead, though, trans back over to Cameron Sarton. He's got his teammate Chris Sestry there, Scott Rickard up the 3rd, and Christopher Wade in that 4th position with Kyle Bowling in 5th. And Bowling's dropped back about a second now. He may be out of the picture, but, man, it's going to be a 4-man battle here.
It looks like it's either going to be a 3 or a 4-man battle, like you said here, Zach, because Christopher Wade is just hanging on. He's 6/10 behind the leader right now, and we'll see if he can catch up. But you can see he's dropping now, too, losing the draft. He's now down to 7. I don't know, man. He's pushing that 53 car hard. He's using all the wrenches and bolts and nuts from Snap-on, saying, come on, let's go. We got to go.
Yeah, they're trying to find any bit of speed, any bit of grip here in the final portion of this race. We're coming to 11 to go here tonight. If the Firecracker 300. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here. Freaky Fast Broadcasting. We've got to remember, it's $100 on the line for the win here tonight also.
Yeah, and not only that, Cameron won last night, and now he comes to Daytona. Wouldn't that be something if he winds up getting the win here tonight at Daytona for this Firecracker 300? That would say something to him. We went, whoa, we have somebody into the wall, getting down on the backstretch, getting down on the apron. He's going to run through the grass. I have no clue who that is.
Big moment there. I don't know what driver that was, but it's Douglas Hooper there on the bottom there. They got leaders got to go by on the high side. This gives a moment here. Scott Rickard looks like he's coming in quickly. We'll see if anything happens here, but you got to remember Chris Esther, Cameron Sarton, our front 2 teammates. So this will be a lot of teamwork here. Coming down, 10 to go here, the Firecracker 300.
And we're going to ride along with Christopher here, Zach. see how this all plays out. You can see he's catching the draft and instantly dirty air. You can literally see it just take that front of that nose and start pushing it up towards the wall. So that's something we didn't talk about all night either.
No, dirty air is a very big factor for sure in these cars. A lot of limited grip and a lot of limited aero, even though that dirty air still is a factor. So, yeah, following in there. You're also getting the draft, so you're going faster than the car wants to go, so it's a little bit higher speed. Like, again, it lowers the grip level. But, Robert, if you were in, Wade or Scott Ricker's position, what do they got to do here? They know they got two teammates up ahead of them. Do they need to team up together and work together to try something here, or is this going to be a tough deal? Because I don't think Esri is going to try to make nothing happen till coming out of 4.
Yeah, I think the teammates are going to work with 9 laps to go. I think they're going to stick together. So for Scott and Christopher, I do believe the only thing they can do from what we've seen all night here with the draft and the way things run, they're going to have to team up with each other. As we got Scott going high, Christopher's going to try to launch onto the 05. But yeah, them two up there, Zach, I do believe they just between the 05 and the 53, they gotta latch on. And actually, there you go. You got Scott falling back a little bit. Hopefully, Christopher can latch on to the draft. Now, okay, now we got the 05 and the 53 latched together. Now what they need to do, Zach, is work the high side.
We'll see how it works here. Big run for the 05. 8 to go here. He goes to the back bumper of the 5 machine. The 5, though, looking for defense here for the 91 of Cameron Sarton and Chris Essery, the two teammates. But now Wade, like you said, up into the picture. He's going to be the one that's the big, fold in this. How will he help Scott Rickard here, who looks down the outside, down the back straightaway, slots back into the inside? It's going to be a cat and mouse game here, all the way down to the end. Sarton up high. This lets Essery go down low.
Oh.
Are they trying to pull a too wide here move? Oh, no.
What?
Big moment for Sarton here. So he's got to drop to the back of the pack. I wonder, does he have to save a little bit of fuel?
They pitted on lap 65.
Yeah,
they do.
They might have to.
Yeah, Christopher pitted on lap 6. Well, let's see here. Chris pitted on lap 65. Scott Rickard pitted on lap 72. Christopher Wade on lap 76. So Scott and Christopher are good to go. Yeah, this is interesting. They might be like a couple laps short here, Zach. Oh, we got something smoking.
Yeah, car on the entry of pit road there. Have to see exactly who that is to find out what happened to them, because their night just went very up wrong there. I believe it was Doug Pierce there at a moment there coming off of 4. He may have got some help from the 17 of Dylan Glass there coming off of 4, and he ends up wrecked on the inside of pit road.
Interesting. Well, we'll go back up here to the lead with 6 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen, as this is getting ready to end here. And you can see Scott and Chris, they kind of pulled out a little bit of gap. I noticed with the 53 there, Christopher, though, Zach, he gets behind somebody. It's like the car dies. It's not a good pusher. Yeah, some cars are good pushing, some cars are not. And it looks like he's just struggling when he gets up behind somebody.
It does seem that way. He doesn't able to get right to the back bumper as Rickard is able to get right back to Chris Essery. But, I think Wade is, again, going to be the pivotal, key in this this whole set of drivers here. As you got Sarton still. He's actually dropped back 2 seconds. So, yeah, I think Sarton's having to lift and coast here for fuel. While you got to remember, he led Chris Essery for that whole run. So he was the driver out front, not having the draft. That will change the fuel mileage there. You can see now. Scott Rickard going to the outside. What does Wade do? He goes low. You also got to think, here's the 12 machine of, actually, I'm unsure exactly what car is. He has the 12 on the door. Looks like that's Ross Tatum, actually, the 22. So he's right there in the picture also. Who does he help is 2 laps down?
Yeah, that's a good question here, Zach, as we're still focusing on the front here. Did he say, riding behind, like you said, he doesn't have to run full throttle and, was he saving enough? I mean, that's the question. I mean,
good question, yeah.
I mean, that or he's just gambling, and whoever thought that we'd be talking about at Daytona International Speedway a fuel mileage game. Not
fuel
me.
mileage. Yeah, it's kicked in for sure, and it's changed a little bit of this picture. I believe is now Essery. He's got Wade up to second. Is Rickard made the move, but Wade decided to stick it low? That's the only question behind that is just, when Wade goes to make the move, does Rickard go with him, or what does he decide? As they're coming up on some lap traffic here, that is Dylan Glass. He's going to pull low here on the back straightaway. Actually, get a little bit of the grass, get a little bit squirrely, but get right back on there. As 3 to go, they're going to be coming to 2 to go here. Robert Essery, does he have enough fuel? Can Wade get the win he's been looking for all season here in this 1987 Cup car and get the money? We'll have to see. He's been super strong, super speedways. Here's Scott Rickard also.
Yep, we're going to see here 2 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready and see. We're going to pay close attention, ladies and gentlemen, to that 5 machine. Does he have enough fuel to make it around 2 more times? As we got Christopher Wade looking very strong, and we know he's very strong at super speedways. He's going to look on the high side, go down the backstretch to go into turn 3 with the draft of Scott right behind him. He might take that lead there, Zach. And maybe the 05 is starting to back off and saying, crap, I'm about a half a lap short on gas.
Look at that. Christopher Wade. We thought he was out of it when he came off of pit road. He said, no, sir, I'm driving right back up with it. Look at this, Rickard up into the wall. They're coming here, though, up to Barney. It's going to be official. The white flag is in the air. That's the Freaky Fast. White flag. 1 to go here at Daytona 1987 Cup car. Here comes Chris Essery at the run to the outside of the 53. They're going to race it to the line here. Does Essery have enough fuel? Can Wade hold off and win the pot?
Well, it's looking like right now he's going to pull out on a 2/10 lead there right now. See if Christopher is maybe backing off there, Zach, and trying to save a little bit of fuel from his draft and give it one more shot coming through turn 3 and 4 as we get ready to see the checker flag here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting and Stars and Stripes. Here we go, Zach.
Here we go. Rickard making one more move. Essery wrecking off of turn number 4. He's into the inside wall. We'll see if he hangs on the second. His bowling still is in there. But it's Christopher Wade, your winner here tonight. Scott Rickard second, and Chris Essery going through grass.
Oh,
man. Third.
Essery,
what a
he's
great
like
drive by Christopher Wade. He's done it here tonight. That's $100 in his pocket, 50 to Scott Rickard, and 30 to Chris Essery.
Essery was hit that wall, Zach, and he probably thought, oh, crap, if this guy get across the start-finish line, I need my $30.
Yeah, luckily for his case, Kyle Bowling 7 seconds back was not a threat. And the one thing I think he may have to worry about is a unsafe entry into pit road, crossing pit road entry like that. So
did it get him?
We'll have to see if that changes the results. We'll see what the admins decide to do there, but definitely going to have to be a decision. Is Christopher Wade, though, no decision here. He is your winner tonight here at the Daytona International Speedway for the Firecracker 300. What a drive from the start. He always super good at these super speedways. We've seen him be super good here in the Clash, super good in the season opener in the Cup Series. Now comes back here to Daytona in the 1987 Cup car, and he gets his victory that he greatly worked for tonight. Came off pit road a couple seconds back, drove his way into position. He's celebrating here on the infield at Daytona. But man, oh man, we're going to get to hear his celebrations continue here later into our post-race interviews as he celebrates on the first straightaway. We're going to head to a quick break as we get our top 3 drivers up here and have a talk with them, as it looks like Kyle Bowling now has switched up to third. So we'll be right back with that top 3. And we are back here for our post-race interviews tonight at the Firecracker 300 here at the Stars and Stripes Racing League. And what a wild finish there is. Gotta say, these are very much unofficial results here tonight because due to a penalty there at the end with Chris Essery, we have at least from iRacing's scoring Kyle Bowling in third. So we're going to go ahead and interview him for the third position here tonight and let the admin sort out who really finished in the third position. So we'll see how that all shakes out. But we'll move on to Kyle Bowling here in the 44 machine to see what he has to say about this run here tonight, the Firecracker 300. Hey, Kyle, it's Zach up in the booth. You got a copy, man.
I gotcha.
Hey, man. Well, it seems from what iRacing has scored from us here, we haven't heard word from the admins or even from the race officials, but it looks like you're able to bring home third from the iRacing side of things, man. A really wild and tough race here for 100 laps here tonight with this 87 car, man. How how big a change of pace was this from the normal Cup Series we've seen here at Daytona earlier?
Oh, this is way more fun than that one was. I mean, we actually could pass. We actually you had to lift to get into the corner and everything. This was way more fun. And the fact I own a G body Monte Carlo in real life, so my car was modeled after my personal car, so that was kind of cool driving that.
Well, man, I gotta say, it looks very good out there on the racetrack. You've done a fantastic job racing out there all night, man. We've seen a few times drivers electing to take tires at different points and try the strategy of new tires, and we've seen some drivers wait longer and kind of some do the undercut. Do you feel like tires were a factor here tonight? It seems like it could take off, but then it start to even out.
Yeah, I mean, really are with Scott and I, we kind of played the tire wear thing because like on our first pit stop we had no tires left. We came on the pit road and we both blew our right fronts. So we were kind of playing the game of like we got to make sure we get on pit road while we still have tires left on the car. And so that's kind of the game we were playing, which was making sure we had tires left. If we had some tires left, we could still get by, but 0% is not good.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah, that's wild to hear. Yeah, definitely sounds like tire wear was a big factor here tonight, man. But well, crazy racing here coming down to the end. So congrats on third, pulling it off here tonight, man. Before we let you get out of here, Kyle, and go celebrate your third place finish, man, and figure out what the official results are. Any shouts for you, man?
Well, shout out to you guys for always putting on a really good broadcast. Shout out to the league runners for putting on this cool race and everything. And I think that's all I got.
Awesome stuff, buddy, man. Well, congrats, like I said, again on third, and we will catch you next time out there at the Cup Series.
All right, thank you.
All right, everybody. That was your third place driver here tonight at the Firecracker 300 at Kyle Bowling. We're going to move on to second place, man. Scott Rickard. He got it there coming off of 4. He was the pole setter tonight, ran up front for majority of the night. He got a good, I would say, vantage point of everything that went down. Let's hear from him about how tough it was out there at this scorcher of a racetrack. Hey, Scott and Zach up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, I do.
Hey, Scott. Well, man, I tell you, it was a heck of a run here tonight. Qualifying up front again on pole, great pace, and pretty much kept yourself up front in the battle all night long. And from what we heard from your team there, Kyle Boland, it was very tough on tires here tonight. I mean, we knew the track was scorching hot, but man, take us through trying to make those tires last.
They didn't make the right front didn't quite make it to the first pit stop. It blew on when I turned off the track to come into pit road. Second, when I locked up, and I think I almost blew it again. So that right front, if you didn't take care of it the first probably like 10, 15 laps, it was going to be tight making it with fuel, especially when you wanted to go farther if you could.
And even coming down there to the end, you had the different pit strategies play out. You had the two teammates of Essery and Sarton play a little bit earlier stop than you and Boland, your teammate, did, and then even Christopher Wade push it farther. Do you think in the end there that kind of helped the 53 there kind of have a little more maneuverability with those tires waiting a little bit longer to pit?
I'm sure it did. I started to feel mine fall off, I thought at first, and then cut laps there, started losing a ton of time, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I didn't quite yet. It was definitely tight to when you should pit, especially when you were trying to make it with strategies.
Well, man, I tell you, it was fun for us up here in the booth. Our first time calling an 87 Cup race, and gotta say, you guys worked hard here tonight for sure. I could see it out there for sure. So, congrats on second, man. A great run again here for you. And before we let you get out here for sure, anybody wants to shout to?
Everybody at the team and my dog.
Well, man, as always, Scott, you have a great night, buddy, and we'll catch you next time out there.
You too.
All right, everybody. That was your second place driver, Scott Rickard. what a drive it was for him. Always up, usually in the top 3. One of those just consistent drivers. And now one of the drivers that, man, I'm so glad this guy got the win here tonight. He's such man, just really had a really great Cup season so far, and now to carry it into the special event here, breakthrough in victory lane in this 87's Cup car. If you would have told me, coming in tonight the lineup, I would have say he might have been one of the favorites. Man, he's just a ace at these super speedways. Let's hear from the 53 of Christopher Wade. Hey, Christopher, it's Zach up in the booth. You got a copy, man.
Hey, man, how's it going?
It is going great, man. I'm sure it's going great for yourself also, because, dude, you drove the wheels off that thing tonight, getting the victory here at the Firecracker 300 here at Daytona. I mean, take us through it, man. You were around it all night long, qualified up in that 5th position, and just played it correctly. We heard a lot of guys struggle with the tire wear. Take us through that portion of it with you too. But, man, you just stayed in it all night long, and we're right there up front.
Yeah, it was. I drove a little too hard early and actually blew a tire. They pulled away from me before Nate and Kyle pulled away from me. That's when I was getting close to blowing it. And yeah, the tire wear, it was. I tried making that outside work a lot throughout the night and just couldn't really do anything. As the car gets really tight, can be loose on entry, but I just got lucky, and when I came up on Chris and it went up the track some, I just stayed in it, and it just went up to the middle perfectly where I wanted to be, and just had a huge run off, and I was happy to see that.
Yeah, I can imagine. So you were, man. Take us through there. You were one of the drivers that waited the longest to go down the pit road too. Like you said, the tire, where it was definitely very critical was that, in that factor of, I want the fresher tires down at the end. And also when you came off pit road, the gap was, somewhat sizable. Did that have some concern for you?
Well, yeah, I want to be on the freshest tires. Usually that's how I usually play the game. And and then if you're in luck, the caution could come out. So I always play that factor too. And then Nate, he actually got the lead. So I was going to play it again, and see if I couldn't actually get out in front of him. But I pitted a little bit more earlier because I knew my tires was getting close to going out again. Car was still driving all right, so I just pitted a little extra early and see if I couldn't get out in front of him and actually lead, but it didn't work out, but that way. But yeah.
Well, man, you drove the wheels off and to get back up there to the front and get the win here coming down to the end, man. So congrats on the victory here tonight at the Firecracker 300 Daytona. It was one of my favorite broadcasts I've ever called. First one ever 87 here up here at Freaky Fast. So we had a blast calling you guys try to wheel these things around here, man. But before we let you get out here and go celebrate this victory, Christopher, anybody wants to shout to?
Yeah, my mom and dad and AC2 Skins and Nate and them for putting on this league and this race, and you guys for broadcasting. I need my partner Ken out here to help me with those outsides. He should have been here. I tried to get him to come out here, but he wouldn't come out here. But give a shout out to him and his mom, his family, his sister, and all those people, because he said he don't never give a shout out to his mom. So I'll go ahead and do that for him.
Awesome stuff, Christopher, man. Well, I'll tell you what, congratulations, man. We'll catch you next time out there at the Cup Series, buddy. We'll see if maybe some of the special event, momentum can transfer in there for you, man.
Thank you, man.
All right, everybody. That was your race winner here tonight for the Firecracker 300. That was Christopher Wade. What a ride for him, man. Great shout out to Ken Campbell there, his teammate. I mean, Campbell was saying it the whole time. He's the one to watch for, and I had to agree with him. This was the guy that pushed him to 2 victories here at Daytona, and now he's the one out front. So great job for Christopher Wade here to pull it off tonight. Get the $100. That's going to feel great for him, as always cool to see a winner here like that. But we'll go ahead to our race results and see what our Freaky Fast top 10 is, and see some notable drivers throughout the rest of that standing there. There it is Wade pulls it off here tonight. It's going to be Scott Ricker coming home in the second position with Kyle Bolin sneaking out in third. Fourth's going to go to Andrew Mellon. Fifth's going to go to Nate Lynch. Sixth is going to go to Kyle McCoy. Seventh's going to be John Dart. Eighth's going to go to Patrick Hasty there, staying out the longest, taking 2 tires. Ninth's going to be Ryan Lynch. And rounding out that top 10 is going to be Brian Burchett in the 10th position. These are unofficial results, of course, so we'll have to catch word again. What is the official word on Chris Estre is right now is having scored him in the 11th position with a black flag for entering pit road there unsafely. So unfortunate for him coming down there. Could have been in that 3rd position. Looks like right now going to be in the back position of 11th. But look at the rest of the field. Definitely a tough night for starting there, who dropped out late in the go. I believe he had some issues with fuel or tires there. Finishing back in the 15th position. And a lot of guys caught up in the mess here early in the going. But what a great race it was. What a great event. And glad to take part in it here tonight. It was me and Robert Moyer Jr. up here in the booth. And Robert, what a fun time here calling these 87s and going back to the past.
Oh, that is very true. Going to the past, and thank you to iRacing.com for giving us the ability to be able to look at the old schemes and bring back the old cars of the past days. And I love seeing it. The cars are fun. And you know what's really funny that, after all this interview, Zach, I said to you about blowing tires, and you didn't think. And guess what? They had some tires. Yeah, I had a funny feeling that's probably what happened to Andrew. He drove that car too hard and he blew a tire.
It is very, very likely now that explains it. And, I knew tire wear was bad here, but, hey, we learn next time, right, Noe, Robert?
Yeah.
When we come back here for 87 next time, we'll definitely know what the big picture is there with that.
That is correct. Yeah, so we had some blown tires. They had to play the strategy and the draft strategy. There was just a lot of strategy for these drivers, but what a great event that they had here at Stars and Stripes. We do much appreciate them letting us broadcast this. Nate Lynch and all the crew there, the admins, we do much appreciate it. I know people are going to go back and watch this, so big shout out to the league. Big shout out to all the drivers packing 24 cars in here. It was fun. Well, actually 23, but watching the race and, give a shout out to Randy. This guy admins and watches over the race and makes some tough calls. Been there, done that, and I do feel that he's doing a half-decent job. Well, he's doing a pretty good job making all them calls. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, normally we're not live on Friday night, so I do much appreciate everybody that did take their Friday night and come out and watch here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. If you enjoyed tonight's show and you enjoy our commentating, don't forget to give us a like on Facebook. You can give us a follow over there at Freaky Fast Broadcasting on Facebook's page, and also Twitter, Instagram. You can check us out at Freaky Fast Broadcasting, and also here on YouTube. Hit that like button, share it to your favorite social media platforms of your choosing. We do much appreciate that. But with that being said, our next upcoming event's going to be coming up tomorrow night at 8:50, as we're going to see Zach Hall, round number 2. We're going to see who makes it into the top 8, as we got 16 vehicles battling out. We have one winner last week and locked himself into the next round of 8. So we'll have to see how that all plays out as we head to Kansas to see if get a new winner and find out who's going to be in the top 8. So Zach, tomorrow night, what do you have to say about tomorrow night? And we do wish you the best of luck here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting.
Well, I appreciate that. Luckily got a little bit of point gap, so we'll see how it works out at Kansas. But, man, can't wait to get there and get back strapped into the car again.
That's right. Zach's going to be on the Freaky Fast machine, Chevy machine, in number 5. He's going to put his helmet on, strap the seat belts, and get ready to run around there tomorrow night at 8:50 when we go live. So hopefully everybody tunes in tomorrow night. And we do much appreciate it if you do. But with that being said, we're going to get ready to sign off here from Daytona International Speedway here with the Firecracker 300 and Stars and Stripes. We do much appreciate it again from everybody. Thank you, everybody who tuned in and watched it all night. And we will catch you on the next one. As we like to say here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting, as always, God bless everybody. We love you all. Peace out.